What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How is everybody doing today? Welcome to episode 2 of the podcast. Today, we are doing our top 5 overall favorite movies and favorite video games. Now, the video games, it could be like your favorite video game, but it could also fall like in a favorite video game series, like if it's part of a series.
Oh, okay.
So,
wish I'd known that beforehand.
Yeah, you should have put 2 and 2 together.
Well, I mean, I got a couple of series on here then.
I know. I was gonna say, I don't know. You might be shocked by some of mine, but I feel like we may have one of two of the same
Games?
One of the same game, one of the same movies.
Yeah, I'd say you're probably right.
Who goes first?
How about you do the movies and I'll do the games?
Okay. All right. So we'll start off with the movies. So, are we going back and forth, or I do all five, then you do all five?
We'll go back and forth like we usually do.
Okay. All right. So fifth up for me, this movie right here. I've watched it over a dozen times. It's one of my favorite movies. It's hilarious. But Happy Gilmore, I love that movie.
Oh, that's a great movie. Yeah.
I've seen it so much. It gets to the point, if I know I can recite a movie, then
yeah,
I know I've seen it too many times. But it's just too good. I love Happy Gilmore.
Definitely.
And the second one, like I said, I'm not going in with high hopes at all.
I'm not either. I expect it's going to be awful compared to the first, but
yeah. But if it's not, it's not. But
right.
Apparently, because that was Adam Sandler's whole thing. He was like, I could never find the perfect script for it, and I finally got it nailed down. And I asked several different people; they liked it. We shot it, so here we are.
Right.
So maybe they got.
Can't wait. Yeah, hopefully.
What you got?
Number 5 for me is going to be Blindside.
Oh, that is a good one.
Yeah. It relates to me because I'm not going to say I grew up like he did, but football was kind of my escape from all of my anger issues and such. So that's how I can kind of relate to that.
Yeah, you're living in your mansion right now, and you play for the Tennessee Titans, like
my 3-bedroom mansion. But anyways, football was kind of always my escape, and I always feel like I'm more protective over other people and don't really care about what happens to me in that sense. So that's kind of how I've related to the movies. So
that's actually that's good. I like that. I like that. That's a good explanation. And, plus that movie is fantastic. I've heard. What was it? Was it like the real life actors like trying to sue them because he wasn't getting no royalties from it or something like that?
There was a whole thing about him, like the actual people that the movie's about, like him and that family. Something about they said they adopted him and they did. I don't know.
Yeah,
it was a mess. Yeah, it was a mess. That was for sure.
But I don't know. I don't even think Michael. God, I don't think he plays football anymore, does he?
No, he doesn't.
I don't think so. So I don't know. Do you think he was trying to do stuff to get some money, or do you think they actually screwed some stuff up?
I feel like they actually probably screwed it up, but
I can see that.
You never know.
So the fourth one is another comedy movie. Another movie I've seen probably a dozen times. And I'm going to go with the first one over the second one. The second one was good.
So there's 2 of these.
There are 2.
Our fourth one might be the same movie.
The first one, though, I liked a lot, though. But Grown Ups.
Oh, no, it was not.
It was not? Okay.
No, but hey, that's a great movie. I love it.
Yeah, like I said, I like both of them. The first one, it's just... it's like one of those things, like once you set your expectations on a first movie, it's hard to beat it.
It's hard to match. Yeah,
there's a few movies, and one of them is on my list that I think the sequels can match up to the original.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
For the most part, though, it's great. It's got all the comedians in it that you love, and honestly, what I like about Grown Ups is that obviously, even though you are a grown up, everyone still has that kid inside them.
Oh, yeah.
Always will. And if you don't, people... I've met so many people that are just, full... they hit the grown-up mode, and they just erase all the fun out of them. It's just dude, you're not even fun to be around.
right?
Everyone's got to have that little bit of a kid in them. But, all right, what you got for number 4?
Number 4 for me is also a comedy movie, and there's 2 of them. And I really thought you were going to copy this one, but it's Zombieland.
Oh!
Those movies are...
Zombieland, Double Tap.
Yeah, the first one for me is better, but the second one was still very good.
Yeah, the second one was good.
Like you touched on with the sequels, it's kind of hard to follow suit, and there's a few that do, and that one was one of them. I feel like, but the first one was just hilarious.
It set that bar high. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just, gosh dang, dude, Woody Harrelson is.
Yeah, he's amazing.
The fact, and what I love about that movie is it's basically like the whole movie that them trying to get the Twinkie. He finally gets
it's an adventure to get a Twinkie. Then he finds one and
shoots it.
Or
oh, that's a good movie. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
The third one, there's 3 of them. Okay. So not a comedy. Very action packed movie. First one wasn't bad. Third one wasn't terrible. The second one is where I feel like it was the best of the 3. Can you guess what it is?
No clue.
All right, I'm gonna give you 2 hints. I want to see if you can guess it.
All right.
Throw it in a little bit game. All right. He is a very famous vigilante.
The Batman?
Yeah.
So you got The Dark Knight?
Yep, The Dark Knight.
Dude, that's my number 3.
Was it really?
I swear.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Like, I love God.
I couldn't remember how many of them there was.
Yeah, because it was Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and then The Dark Knight Rises.
That's right. Yeah.
And I mean, like I said, all 3 of them were good.
Yeah,
but The Dark Knight just
Heath Ledger.
Yes. And like
he made that movie.
The fact is though, and people say everyone praises that movie because he's dead. Nah, if he was still alive, that movie would still be on the list.
Yeah,
but
there's no one that I think will ever compare as far as Joker goes.
No, absolutely not.
I mean, I know you'll have your older ones are like, oh yeah, you gotta go with the originals, but
the fact that all the stuff that he went through, just to get into character, locking himself in a closet for 6 months, like all the details and
the actual terror that was in.
Yes.
What's her face? I don't know actors.
You know what I'm talking about. Rachel's actress. Yes, because that was the first time she ever saw him.
She's seen him in full makeup and stuff. Yeah, that's
full blown. Like
that was my number 3 too. So you can go on.
And they were talking about it too, like on set, like he was stayed in character. Like if someone tried to talk to him,
he was character no matter what. He wasn't.
But I mean, he just like I said, he set the bar high. I mean, there was other Jokers that came after him, which. Don't even. Not sure what was up with that. Now everyone. Now I will say though, Heath Ledger, and it's funny. My second favorite Joker is not even part of the live action series, but it's Mark Hamill doing the voice of.
I enjoyed that one. Yeah.
Like I mean, in the games and the shows, all that stuff. Like Mark Hamill is a beast when it comes to that stuff for sure. Number 2, there are 3 of them.
Okay.
Very action packed movies.
Is this the one that you thought we were gonna have in common?
Yes, 100%.
Which one did you pick?
I'm gonna say probably the second one. That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I went with.
But it's John Wick.
Oh, that is not what I thought.
Was it not?
That is not what I thought.
Okay. Yeah, no. So I liked all 3. I liked all 3 of the John Wick movies.
Yeah.
The second one, I don't know what it was, but it really like set the bar. You know, like I said earlier, some movies can follow the sequels can follow that, and to me, I feel like it just kept stacking on top of each other.
Right.
The third one, like I said, I really loved it because it was fully action packed from start to the very finish.
Yeah.
But I feel like the ending could have been a little bit better too.
I agree. Yeah.
Do it a little, but second one, I feel like it, was tied into the story from the first one, and it just set plenty of paths for the future of John Wick. Now, I'm curious to see, what is it, Ballerina?
Yeah, Ballerina. Yeah, it comes out this year.
I am curious about that one.
Yeah.
But we'll see. All right, so what was your number 2?
It's not as action-packed as I was thinking, and I don't really know why I thought
But there's 3 of them?
Yeah.
All right, hang on. Let's play. Give me a hint.
Come on, really? You just probably don't need a hint.
There's 3 of them, and it's kind of action. I'm trying to think of a movie that has 3 movies that are... Transformers? No, they have like 20.
There's like 50 Transformer movies. Those are really good. Those are really good movies, though.
They are.
I didn't even think about those.
I was thinking of it has 4 movies. Oh, I bet it's my number 1. Is it a guy that wears a red mask?
No, he almost made the list.
Oh man,
he almost made the list, but he did not.
Oh wait, there's two people that.
I know which one. I'm pretty sure I know which one you're talking about. The funny one.
Yeah.
No, come on, guess.
It's action. There's 3 of them.
Oh my Got some comedy aspects to it as well.
Oh God!
How did it take you that long to come up?
I didn't think that was going to be on your list because so many people hate him. But I mean, I know. Wait, are we not thinking of the same movie? We may not be.
I'm pretty sure we are because everyone hates him because they wanted the other version. Yes.
Version. Yeah, Venom.
But yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Let there be carnage. Like that movie was so great. Woody Harrelson absolutely killed Cletus Cassidy and Carnage.
Yeah, and once I watched the third one, I mean, I may end up adding it, but.
Well, I'm even going by the first 2.
Well, yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I actually am one of the few that actually enjoyed the third one, and I think it left it closed enough that if they don't make any more, like it doesn't leave you like, man, they really needed to make one more, you know. But they left it closed enough that if that's all there is,
so they didn't really do like a giant cliffhanger.
No, there's no huge cliffhanger, but they left the door cracked.
in case Sony doesn't decide to sell that.
Just in case, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I really like them. Like,
yeah, like I said, Let There Be Carnage is my favorite, just because I love Woody Harrelson, and I think he did a phenomenal job as
Carnage.
Cletus,
but yeah.
Yeah, and of course, you know, Tom Hardy, he's killer Venom. I love it.
Yeah, and so without giving like a huge spoiler, if possible, the third one, do you see the dark side of Tom Hardy, or do you see more of like a scared Tom Hardy Venom?
You see more badassery. I wouldn't say more like dark side, because I feel like the first one is kind of more the dark side, you know, because it's kind of more Venom controlling what's going on versus them kind of coexisting into what's going on. But you do get to see a lot of awesome Venom, I think.
I got you. So okay, all right. Well, that
they kind of keep it vague, you know.
I got you. So my number one, there's 3 movies. The third one was my favorite.
Absolutely.
Compared to the 2. Obviously, it's Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's. I mean,
I was this close to putting him on my list. I was between that and Dark Knight.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, with those movies, I can watch any of them, and
I love them. Like,
I mean, they're all 3 good.
They're funny.
Like,
yeah.
Yes. But
the second one was, you know, it was kind of borderline stale there.
I agree. The whole
just for a little bit, you know, the whole kind of backstory thing with Cable and stuff kind of drug out a little more than what I felt like it needed to personally. But overall, the movie.
By the way, what the hell happened to him?
He's gone. He went back.
There was like nothing about him in the third one.
Well, I guess he went forward.
Because he's. But then he said in the second one that he broke the machine, so he. But I know
he couldn't go
it.
forward. Yeah, so I don't
know. They just left that completely empty. I was waiting for them to make some kind of joke about it, like
to like hint at it or you know something, but they didn't do anything.
But no, like the third one, oh my god, dude! I went in. That's one of those movies I went in with high expectations and walked out.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. I mean,
yes. And I stayed so clear from the internet, so I didn't.
I did too, because it was like 2 weeks before I was actually able to watch it. So I didn't even get on Facebook or X or nothing because I didn't want anything.
Oh my gosh, dude! Like their jokes they threw in there with like Johnny Storm and all that stuff was
funny.
Fantastic.
Oh, he's gonna do it. He's gonna say the thing. Yeah. Well, speaking of the other saying that he thought he was gonna say, my number one is Avengers Endgame.
Is it okay?
Yeah, that movie was just It's phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the reaction that we got to experience in the
gosh,
theater.
that was so fun, dude.
That was crazy.
And dude, that gets on my nerves. Like when people's like, "Oh, we go to the movies, we don't want to hear that." I think it makes it fun.
Oh yeah,
because you got
absolutely.
everyone in there, like
everyone's hooping and hollering and cheering and then boo-hooing and that movie is such an emotional roller coaster. Mm-hmm. It is.
It is so crazy because awesome. I remember too, like when we went on the opening night, because we went to the IMAX and watched it. God, it was so hot in there. I do remember that.
Oh yeah, they didn't have the air on. That was for sure. No.
But like the scene with Iron Man after he gets Infinity Stones, like you could hear a pin dropping that theater.
Yeah, it was so. Yeah,
it was.
I wish that whenever that happened, they had done the Iron Man song.
Dude, it would have been so perfect. I've seen people that would have videos.
I know, I have too, and I'm like, that would have been amazing. Yep, they missed such a big opportunity for that.
And I know they had the budget to pay for it.
Oh yeah. But, you know, I mean, still, that movie was amazing. Yes. I'm interested to see how they're going to justify him being
Doctor Doom. Because it's the same universe. Everyone's going to know.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that they're going to do it and wipe it and be like, oh, no, a new guy. Are you kidding me?
You guys... Who's this? Wait, guys, that's Iron Man.
The only person you shouldn't know is Peter Parker.
Yeah.
That's it. I wonder how they're going to do that, too, because he's going to be like, hey, Mr. Stark, who the hell are you, kid?
Yeah, who are you? Yeah. But, yeah, those... You know, Endgame was amazing,
fantastic. I always tell myself I'm gonna make my daughter watch
and wait a year.
You're like, we had to suffer.
Yeah,
that was the worst year because they ended it on such a cliffhanger.
That was awful how they ended that, man. That was.
Man, it would have been different if because they had the movie pretty much done.
Oh yeah,
they could have released it in like November or December.
Yeah, no, a whole year.
All right, so let's move over to our game section. Like I said, I think we'll have one of the same game on here. I think I have probably a couple in here that maybe you forgot about, or you may even be shocked that I made my list. So let's hear what your number 5 is.
Number 5 for me is going to be Borderlands 2.
I had a feeling Borderlands was going to make your list. So that specific game or that series?
So... I really like everything in the series except for prequel.
Yeah.
Prequel was okay. Like, I'll claim the rest. If I have to claim prequel to get them, I'll claim it. You know,
that's I played on the moon, isn't it?
It was, I believe so. Yeah. If I'm remembering correctly,
I believe so.
But it was okay. Like I said, it wasn't my favorite. But Borderlands 2, I had spent so much time playing. I absolutely loved that game, and the first one was amazing as well. But the second one, to me, the character development and the story, it was just way better than what the first one was. They improved so much. Oh, yeah. I just absolutely loved it. Of course, Claptrap's hilarious.
You excited for the new one?
I am. I'm excited to see what they're going to do. I can't wait.
So, yeah, it's going to be great. So, my 5th one, it's a classic. They made, I think, 4 of them. They came out on the PS2. And I think one got released on the PS3, like a game itself, and then they did like a collection of it. But it's a classic. It was big on the PS2. Any idea? This game I spent countless of times playing it. I went back and I played them so many times on the PS2 days, and before I had a memory card, I remembered I can turn my PlayStation 2 off. So
Is it a Star Wars game?
It's not Star Wars. It's made by a famous company that's still around today. Jack and Daxter.
Oh, I'm surprised that made your list.
Dude, I love that game. I don't know what it was.
Oh, dude, they were awesome, Yeah,
but like the only one I didn't really care for was the racing one.
It was kind of...
That was a weird one. But like Jack X, I really loved that one when it came out because it was the more mature version of Jack, and it was the first time they went rated T with the game and had a bit more violent and stuff like that in it. But I'm pretty sure it was Naughty Dog that made that, right?
I believe so,
Yeah, because I was going to say, like, because they're still around and all that. But, I mean, Jack and Daxter, man. Like, I mean, I spent so much time playing on it. I think that was my first PlayStation 2 game I actually got.
Oh, really?
So, I mean, I played the living daylight
out of
that game. And it was so good.
Yeah.
Sorry, so what's your 4th?
This one is one you'll probably guess.
Oh, with no hints?
No hints, just guess. PlayStation 1. That's your hint.
Castlevania?
Yes.
Yeah.
Castlevania Symphony of the Night. That game in particular, I just have fond memories of it, and that's why it's been one of my top games ever.
Did you ever find it?
I have not yet. So let me phrase it. I found it. I just have not purchased it.
Oh, so. Yeah. Have you found it at a decent price yet?
Well, I mean, not bad. They had it actually at what's the name of that store? Mega Replay. Yep. And it was 120 there, and the case was all busted. And I was not buying that because I can find it online for about 100.
Yeah.
With a decent case.
Yeah, I can't figure out why they price it like that if the case is. I mean, I know the game is popular, but
they're junk. That place is. So But anyways, yeah, I just have so many fond memories of playing that game growing up, and that's why it's on here. Just for that reason alone, I absolutely love it.
So this next game, there's 2 of them. It's probably going to shock you. I'm not going to lie. But it's a game that when I say I spent hours playing this game, I spent hours. It was one of these games where I had to tell my mom, like, oh, Mom, it's not what you think it is. It was one of those, I had to go around the bush and hide to play this game. Or if she was watching, I had to be slightly less aggressive with this game. But it was so fun. Like, I mean, I couldn't...
What console?
PlayStation 2 and PS3. The first one came out on PS2. The second one came out on PS3.
Give me another hint.
Let's see here. It is one that you really like too, and we've talked about how we wish they would remake it, or at least remaster it. Something.
I'm drawing a blank.
Blitz the League.
Blitz. Oh.
I don't know what it was, but like I was thinking
Bayonetta. Is what I was thinking. But I couldn't remember how many of them there was. But
I never played one of those games. I've seen the covers.
They were fun, and they are kind of like if you move a certain way, you know.
Oh, yep, but no, I'd actually try to play normal football mode.
Yeah,
when my mom was around. When she was not around, the legs were being broken.
Right.
But no, it's one of those games where I feel like if they made a modern version of it, it would be so fun.
Dude,
like
I do too. I think that would be amazing. I really wish they would do
or
that.
Or just at least remaster it. Even if they don't do any of that, put on the PlayStation Plus catalog for people to download.
Yeah.
Like, because give people at least something on there. But I don't know. Like I said, I've put hours into that game.
Because that game was so fun.
It was so fun. It was
being able to literally kill each other and
it was great. All right, what's your number 3?
This game is one that's mate, judging off of what you put on your list so far, it won't make your list. But I feel like once I say it, it'll be on your list. And there is it's technically 5 of them. PS3 and PS4.
PS3 and PS4?
Yeah. Maybe the newest one was on PS5?
Nope.
No, it wasn't.
Well, I have nothing on my list.
I see. All yours is old, ain't it?
Yes and no.
Well, this game you should know. This series you should know.
You said there's 5 of them?
Technically yes, but one of them is slightly
PS3,
different.
PS4 era. Oh. No, because those were all PS3, PS4 era. Action?
Yep. Let me know if you want one more hint.
Yeah,
If I give you this next hint, it'll give it away.
All right, one more hint.
There's a movie.
There's so many movies now
about this game.
And there's 5 of them?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Well, I said 5-ish because one of them's technically part of the series, but it's
the only thing I can Uncharted?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, because that DLC?
Well, yeah, sort of. Yeah.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. Because PS3, PS4 days,
yeah. Anyways,
they did. Yeah, they did release one on PS5. That's crazy.
No, I couldn't remember if the last one. 4
came out on PS4.
Was that the last one, or was the last one the one that they released and you play as? Is it Chloe?
So Chloe, that was the DLC from 3.
Oh, that was DLC. I thought it was its own game.
Yep, no, DLC.
Gotcha. Anyways.
It was like a Miles Morales DLC.
Right, it's kind of gotcha. Makes sense. Why I thought it was a whole game.
Funny. That's my number 2.
Miles Morales or
Uncharted.
Uncharted?
Yeah.
Which one?
So I'm probably gonna go.
If you had to pick one.
2. Uncharted 2.
2? Okay, yeah.
I
was between 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I was between 2 and 3. I picked 3.
It's not like 4 wasn't bad. I mean, 4 like the graphical.
Yeah, 4 was good, but I just enjoyed the story a little more in the others. Yeah.
But no, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Like I've almost been to the point to where I'm have tempted to drive to Lexington for one day to go meet him because he's gonna be down there signing autographs at the Comic-Con. Now I think it'd be cool to have a Nathan Drake.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely Uncharted. I mean, those games are. And there's times where that game definitely pissed me off with the puzzles.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But the fact that they announced that Uncharted 5 is being in making, I'm super excited for.
I'm excited.
Unfortunately, though, I don't think we'll see it to the PlayStation 6. I feel like they're going to do something.
It'll be 12 years from now.
Yeah. But it's being made, so that's all I'm pumped for. So my number 3 game, there are...
Hey, Daddy. It's Daddy and Tay-Tay.
Hi! This next game...
He said hi.
This next game, technically there's 3 of them in a DLC type. PS2, PS3... No. I don't think it came out on PS2. Yeah, no. PS3, PS4. Action. And it's a multi-plat game to where you can choose to be good or bad.
Infamous?
Absolutely. Yep. Yep, absolutely. Infamous, dude. Oh my gosh, I love that game.
Those were.
Because no, there's technically, I guess, 5. Because there's 2 DLCs. Because there's Infamous 1, 2, Festival of Blood, the Infamous First Son, and then it was
Second Son.
Or Second Son, yeah. And then the DLC mode for that one. So yeah, I definitely say Infamous was fantastic. I loved it, especially the fact that you can choose to be good or bad. And Infamous 2 was super cool that they brought in the aspects into that to where you can like build your own maps and obstacles and stuff like that.
Yeah. Those games were awesome.
Yeah, but I mean they were all 3 good, but the second one I would say it's probably
my favorite. Yeah, mine too.
And which is a weird pattern how the second games have been.
Right, always one up. Yeah.
All right, let's hear what your first one is.
What's my number 2?
Oh yeah.
GTA 5.
Oh, okay.
Just because I loved how you transitioned between 3 main characters and they all kind of had their own separate storylines, but then they also intertwined with each other. I just love that aspect. I wish they would do that more often with more games.
I have a feeling 6 is going to do that.
Oh yeah,
The way
definitely.
that they're talking about. And
But I just wish with Uncharted, I wish you could do whenever Sully's not with Nathan.
Yeah.
I wish you could play as Sully and have side missions for that, to kind of intertwine and get to learn each character more. But that's why I really love GTA 5. Of course, I love the online whenever it first came out.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's awful. There's hackers everywhere, and I'm not even going to play it anymore.
Another game that does that leads to my number 1, because my number 2 is Uncharted. It's Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2 did that to where you could go back and forth with that. And I would say... Yeah, no, Spider-Man 2 is better than Spider-Man 1 in my opinion.
It almost made my list.
Yeah. It just, the whole aspect, and then that whole game was great. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I said, the first one was good. I like the whole, Sinister Six vibe and all that stuff. But 2, even the short, 3 minutes that you got to play as Venom was so badass. Where you could fling the guys around and tear them up and all that.
And, you were actually overpowering them.
Yes.
It wasn't they were taking 12 hits from you, like how they did with Spider-Man, 3 hits and they were done.
But I mean the story mode, it was weird seeing Harry Osborn as Venom, but they made it work. And,
they definitely did.
I was definitely happy with the overall aspect of it. It sucks that it came out the same year as Boulder Gate 3.
Yeah, so it missed out on
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I played that game. I'm not a big fan of it.
Yeah, that's kind of like a specific.
It is a very
crowd,
specific crowd. Yes,
yeah.
most definitely. I am curious though. What is your number 1?
Skyrim.
Okay.
What'd you think it was going to be?
I was gonna. To be dead honest, I thought you were gonna say RuneScape.
I almost put it on my list, but I'm like, that's like. I mean, I know it's a video game.
Yeah.
But to me, it's kind of its own thing. You know, it's, to me, I feel like a video game has to be a controller.
No, I got you. Yeah.
I mean, I know that doesn't really make sense, but I don't. Just the nostalgia factor of it, I guess.
Absolutely.
But Skyrim, I put so many hours into Skyrim. That game is phenomenal, and the replayability is also amazing.
Oh yeah.
And I also enjoyed Morrowind and Oblivion. You know, kind of the whole.
I liked Oblivion.
Yeah, kind of like the whole thing. But yeah, I just spent so much time playing that game whenever it first came out, and it was just amazing, and I loved every second of it.
Zoom remain meeting time 4 minutes. When they start putting time limits on here, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But anyways, we got through the list.
So that's all that matters.
But yeah, so thanks guys for watching and listening to the podcast this week. Stay tuned. I do have some special guests lined up. Just working with them to get their schedule to have one here for the show for a few different types of episodes and things like that. But thanks, guys.
A little more different than what we usually do.
Of course, if you guys are listening on Spotify, this is going to drop on Apple Podcasts also. But Spotify, if you guys are liking, please be sure to give us a 5-star rating. And also, you can leave reviews on the show if you guys are watching on YouTube. And, well, I would say TikTok, but I think it's going away. But
fingers are crossed.
Yeah.
I think they're going to come up with something.
But if you guys are actually watching on any of the platforms, be sure to like it and also comment what you guys think. And if you want to be in the podcast or topics and stuff like that you want to discuss, definitely feel free to drop them below. But we appreciate you guys for watching and listening. We hope you guys enjoy. So we will catch you guys again on the next one.
Peace.